Sequencing emotion in a delicate formation. Numerology's wisdom is a language of vibration. Welcome to the Numerology Hour. Host Kelly Brickel is a numerologist, psychic medium, and teacher. Her passions are learning about the soul and energy. Whether it's working with spirit, emotion, or vibrational numbers, precision and heart always enters the equation. Now, here is your host of the Numerology Hour, Kelly Brickel.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Numerology Hour. I'm Kelly Brickel, and we're here talking about all things numbers as usual, doing questions, readings, and just talking about symbology, but with numbers primarily. Hello, everybody. Hey, it's great to see everybody. Thanks for coming on by. Hello. I am trying to get back into the swing of things with doing the reading shows more and things lovely of that nature. So I appreciate you being here with me. So, hey, Michael Christopher. Hey, Jennifer McCormick. Hello, Heidi Gowell. Hello. Lovely to see everyone. Hello, Katie Newkirk. Hello, Evelyn Chisholm. Hello. I'm saying everybody's last names today. Bear with me. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Maskman. Hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome. So, we are going to dive in to readings in a little bit, like a couple minutes. But first of all, let me know if you have any numerology questions, numbers questions that you've seen numbers pop up. You're wondering, what is that exactly? It could be the ones, it could be the twos, it could be the threes. Maybe you're learning numerology too. Sometimes some of our shows, we do more teaching, but I'm just opening it up where it is simple to start. So, Natasha 444. Oh yeah, it is almost 444 right now. It is true. It's lovely that we have some good energy in the house with 444 supporting us. So everybody kind of wonders, like, what's master vibrations? What are angel vibrations? They're two separate things. Master vibrations are repeating numbers, but they have to be the same number repeating, like 444 would be a repeating number, and it would be a master vibration of 3. Okay? A master vibration of 3, because 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. And so it is a master vibration of 3. We always reduce to a single digit with numerology. That's how we do it. That's how we read. And so it's great. 444 is perfect for show energy. 3 is the energy of entertainment, of expression, of singing, of writing, of comedy. And it is very supportive. Hello, Ren. Welcome. Okay, and then we have sequencing numbers, and that's just, you could have 1, 2, 3. That's a sequencing number, or 2, 4, 6, 9. It's just a sequence of numbers. So they don't have to be the same number. Those are angel numbers. Those are master numbers. And angel numbers are master numbers. It's just Doreen Virtue helped coin the phrase angel numbers in probably the 90s, I think. So she was trying to teach people some basic numerology, and her angel numbers mean slightly different things than master numbers, but they're actually quite similar. So it's very fascinating within that. I always like to put it out there that they are very similar, but they're not the same. And there you go. Okay, so everybody, to let you know how readings work, I'm going to be looking at your life. I can look at other people's lives. Numerology reading looks at the numbers in names and birth dates. And usually on the numerology hour, I stick with just the birth dates. Sometimes we do name shows. Names require a little bit more addition and a little bit more focusing to get the calculation. So it takes more time and I go quick. And there's more than enough to get with just birth dates. There really is. There's more than enough. So it depends on kind of what I want to do and how I want to read. But if, let's say, you wanted to just connect with somebody that was a loved one to you, know that it isn't a mediumship reading, but you could give me their birth date and I could tell you what I'm picking up about them. I am a medium as well. If they happen to come in, then wonderful. If not, then it's going to be a reading that highlights maybe the relationship you two had, and also maybe a more focus on you and understanding your life. Okay, so they're primarily like psychic readings, all right? And I just want to let you know that there's a difference between that and mediumship. So those are the style of readings we're going to be doing today. And please, like, if you're giving me your birth date, please make sure that you have written out what the month is. So if it's May, please put down MAY so I don't get the month and day mixed up of the 5. So May is 5, but in UK and in United States, for instance, we put our month and day differently with how we mean May. Like, May 22nd is 22/5 over in the UK. All right. So just in case you have numbers and I'm not sure which that is, please spell out your month. It makes my life so much easier, and yours too, because you'll get an accurate reading. Okay. So please write down the number. Okay. So I'm going to go to Katie first. And Katie, let me know if you have a question or if you just want a general reading. And so Katie, thank you. She wrote out her month. And so that's August 5th for me. Thank you so much. I will ask everybody if they have a specific area or question they're looking into. It helps me focus. If not, no worries. I can just go anywhere I'm led with the energy and anything I want to talk about. Okay. All right. So let's open up the space. So Katie, you're up first. You're asking for a general. Thank you. Let me whip up your numbers for a second. So your attitude 4, personal day 5, and you are a life path 6, I believe. Let me just double check. That is correct. Okay. Okay. All right. So the first thing that comes up, Katie, is you're in a cycle of 5. Okay. And every year, our cycles change. So there's different themes within our life that we are like needing to live out. And it ushers us into certain contemplations or doings. It's quite fascinating. But Katie, you're in a 5. So there is this need to shake off your current life and make it more interesting. It could be more spicy. It could be less boring. Whatever the words you use, you want something different. You want to shake off what you find is the usual humdrum. Okay. And this is a year that really supports traveling and adventure. It really supports like you getting out of your normal surroundings. Okay. So lean really into that international travel, out-of-state travel. It's a year that inspires that and perfectly supports it. September, I always talk about our like amplifying months. So you might find you have a need to travel around September, October. You might even have something already booked. It could be like September, October, November, that time, if you can understand that, Katie. And you're saying, yes, this resonates with changing things up. Can you understand of wanting to book something or planning a trip? You can tell me if that has gone into effect, or if you've been researching a trip and looking for deals even. Let me know if that resonates. Hello, Jennifer. Hello. Hello, everyone coming on in. Hello, Angie. Hello, 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 Renee. Hello, Amy. I just want to say a shout out to everyone coming on in. Noreen, Michelle, Linda, Natasha, Sheila, Kelly Ann, Pats. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Kim Princess is in the house. Hey. Hello, Kim. Hey, Shadows. Nice to see you too. Thank you, everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think I got most everybody. Thank you, everybody. Hello, Brenda. Nice to see you. Hey, Kim. Yes. I have to focus my brain sometimes with all the lovely people coming on in. And happy birthday. So people are saying happy birthday to Anne. So happy birthday. Okay. So, Katie, let me know if you can understand these things. But luckily, the year supports you making that change. It's like you kind of can't help it. It's just going to happen. Frequently, what comes out of this year is there's a job change or a move. Okay. So, the job change, it will help you like tweak what you're doing now. So, you're not having to do, again, the same humdrum. I really feel like, gosh, I really just want to encourage you to do like local stuff too. So please, if you can, out of state, but local stuff too. All of a sudden, I feel like there's a monkey on my shoulder. I don't know if that's metaphorical or if that's like connected to a zoo and wanting to go to the zoo, or like I don't know why, but I feel like this little monkey is on my shoulder, and it's encouraging you to explore and have fun and to do things that maybe you've thought about, but you don't take very seriously. You are a planner, if you can understand this, Katie, and you're saying, no, you haven't planned any trips. Okay. Well, I want you to put that in your back pocket. If it comes true later this year, please let me know. Please message me. But I do feel like you're a planner in general. And if you can understand that, Katie, and you need a lot of things to add up in order for you to move, in order for you to change. Sometimes you're saying the only plans I have are babysitting, LOL. You need to change that. You need to change that. So, and you're saying no on the planning. So, no for planning the trip, if you can understand that. No for planning the trip. So that's what you're saying. I feel though that, life frequently kind of throws things on you where you're forced to react, but like you would rather, you're saying, I'm not a planner. Interesting. Can you understand then? Okay. So fair enough. I would really think you would be. And so if I'm wrong, can you understand this at least? Can you understand that you feel that like overwhelmed in life, and you feel like it doesn't help you. It doesn't make you excited or calm the way that your life is going. Okay, because this placement shows up as well is when people haven't got to know this side of themselves, and they're kind of just white knuckling life. And you're saying, yes, I'm overwhelmed. Okay, thank you. You have an attitude 4, so let me talk about that. And this is very important. So if you're not a planner, this is very important to talk about. So with this 4, the 4 craves, whether it knows about it or not, it craves structure. It craves something to wrap its head around, where it's not just jolted. It craves organization. It craves researching even. Okay. There's a calmness that comes over when you can go, I know about that. Okay. You're saying, yes, there's no feelings, kind of. I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry. Yes, there's no feelings, kind of. You type that out again, so I'm making sure I can understand you. And so what happens is when things are set up a certain way, it's almost like you didn't expect that you needed to do it, but all of a sudden you can take a deep breath. Okay. So if you can understand that when you've had people like show up in a lot of responsibility or planning, all of a sudden you go, ooh, this is not used to this, but this is actually something that feels nice. Okay, so life is encouraging you to try out that side of life and just see how it feels in contrast. You are someone naturally, and this was the personal day 5. You're kind of thrust into situations a lot, and the 5 in your chart will do that to you. And it's counter to that 4. So it's kind of like, well, I would like to plan, but I don't really have time for it. I would like to plan, but life seems to just happen. Or I'm not used to planning, I should say. But that's not really how my life goes. So it's a lot of like people acting around you, and then you're reacting. And there's a need to step into your own life. And I feel like you take care of others. I feel like you look after others. That would make sense with babysitting. You're also a life path 6. That's your life path is a family number. So these things go into effect. And yeah, you can. So if you don't have structure in your life, can you understand that when other people have structured within their life, you notice like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. There's something to this. So there's some people who really like spontaneity. I'm not sure you actually like spontaneity. That's what I'm saying. Like we could have things within our life that we haven't been exposed to, but they don't exactly, let's say, like we don't wear that energy well. Okay, so I want you to think on that. So taking care of others, yes, and seeing what happens when you take care of your life a little bit more and slow things down. The way that you're able to do things will completely transform. And I know this is like, again, not what you're used to, but try on what you're not used to. And try taking the lead. So 4, and that's a large part of you, actually will excel taking the lead, but it doesn't always know what to do properly when other people are running the show. It's like, again, a feeling of uncomfortability arises. Spontaneity is fine. It doesn't happen much. Can you understand, though? Let me know if you understand this, Katie. Can you understand, though, that people will create situations where you have to react to? And you're just like, I'm dealing with this now. So spontaneity like that. Like you're like, oh, life, okay, I'm going to have to deal with that now. I'm going to have to help this person now. I guess we're doing this now. It's almost like something arises and it's not from you, and you have to respond. It's a lot of responding to life. It's a lot of responding to life. Can you understand that, Katie? So it's like you're saying, yes, that is my life. Thank you for understanding this. So it's not an exciting thing to talk about. It's really not. But that attitude 4 is saying, hey, I am the number of planning. I am the number of organization. I am the number of timing. I am the number of slowing things down and having, mastery over knowing what I'm doing. Okay. Like again, like I said, it's the researcher number. As soon as your nervous system gets a chance to do that, oh my God, you'll feel entirely different. And I just want to just continue to drive that point home, please. So that is our attitude is how we think. It's how we most feel calm when we can activate that part of ourselves truly. And sometimes it takes a moment for us to step into that in life. So this year won't help with that necessarily, because it's about you getting out of your comfort zone in new experiences. It could sarcastically help with that because we're actually trying to create that for you. But 5 is the number of movement and change. So it's not, I don't think you're going to kind of lean into that this year. But next year, you are in a 6, and it's further about family. It's further about friendships, and the friendships that you want to keep and the friendships that you want to say goodbye to. And boundaries will really come into play next year, really hardcore. And so you're going to be forced to slow down to make some of those decisions. And you're going to decide to do things differently. And you can start to look into leading how you want people to treat you and letting people know what you would like to do rather than tagging along or just going with it. I really encourage you to, if you can, research and look on the computer and just see what's around town and just go, hey, that looks like fun. There's so many deals. There's so many adventures. There's so many things. Pick something, shoot your arrow, make a bullseye, and go make it happen and see how amazing that feels. So, thank you for understanding. Yes. Thank you for understanding. I appreciated that. Okay, thank you for understanding that. Yeah, it's this is all around like how you deal with people and how you are able to structure life for yourself in contrast. So take some of the stuff we talked about earlier and apply it to this, okay? And I don't know if you have any travel coming up later in the year. I really hope you do. So I'm really kind of like putting that out there for you. And please find something that sparks your light. So I'm going to give that to you. Thank you for working with me. Thank you for understanding. And don't be afraid to slow things down if people are rushing you. Okay? Take your time. People can wait. People can figure it out. More of teaching people how to treat you. Slow things down. Take care of yourself. Okay. Thank you. All right. Who is next? We'll definitely do Anne. I'll do Anne in a second. But I'm going to do one more person besides Anne, because Anne, it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, Anne. It's fantastic. Thank you, people, for catching that too as well. I'm going to go to Kim Princess. And Kim, do you have any questions? Kim, let me know if you have a question or if you want a general. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your time. I really do. Thank you. Hey, Stephanie. Great to see you. Hey, Linda. Happy birthday, Anne. Yeah, everybody give Anne some good vibes. And Anne, let us know that you're in the house as well, because you're next after Kim. Oh, that's a good question. Should my daughter change schools? That's a great question. Okay. Can I have your daughter's month and day too as well, if that's okay, Kim? It's totally up to you. You can say no. But since it's a question about her, I'll just ask. And don't worry about it. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay. Thank you. That's June, correct? And then 2010, correct? I'm just making sure. All right. So she's a 9, 3, and a 3. And then I had you up top. I'm just going to go back to where you were up top so I can get yours as well. There you are. Oh, I had it written down already. I'm silly today. Thank you, everybody, for being patient with me. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So then. All right. And then I'm just doing one more calculation. Okay. Just double checking the math. Thank you. So, Kim, your attitude 2, personal day 8, and you are life path 1. And then your daughter would be attitude 9, personal day 3, and she would be life path 3. Okay. All right. So, let's kind of go into the energy for a second. And she's in a cycle of 1. Interesting. And then you're in a cycle of 3. And we are in a 5. Well, it's really, first of all, I'm gonna look into it with the numbers, and then I'm gonna feel into it as well. I like to do that with more life decisions. So she's in a state where there's a newness needed within her life. There's a motivation to be the self that she believes to be, or there's a motivation to make sure she can be that. So if she's not fully supported in the environment she is right now, there has to be expression for her of how she is motivated for something different. So if she herself is saying, Mom, I'm not liking this, can we do something different? I would say that's incredibly important, because what happens with the cycle 1, the soul goes, I'm done waiting. I'm going to go and try to get this. I know what's good for me. I'm going to go and try to make that happen. There's a motivation within the 1 that is not there for any of the other numbers. So our motivation can dip. It can go up and down. It can feel like, why did I feel like I knew what I wanted? Why did it feel like I could get this and it's not happening? It can fluctuate throughout the year, sure, but ultimately the soul goes, all right, I'm gonna try to keep getting this, and then hopefully the fire doesn't die out. Okay, so you're saying she doesn't feel supported within the school. Okay, so that's like a big no if you are in a 1. Also, if she expressed this if she's been expressing this for the past 2 years, I would say this is really, really significant as well. She was in her 8 2 years ago, and that's the number of truth. It's the number of hard truths, and what are we going to do about them? And taking responsibility and trying to do the work to change it. So 9 is about releasing and letting the work go and just going along with life, like surrendering to where life is taking us, whether we are loving it or not. We're kind of like a witness for life, and we go, oh my God, I'm being taken with the current. So when I have a moment, gosh, since I've really experienced it, I know what's good for me. Okay. And so that leads us to the fire of the one. When we finally have a moment to get what we want, we go, I really need to do this. And she's saying, me too. It's not good for her mental health. Yeah, I think that's important. So if she's been doing it, if she's been saying to you, I don't like this place for more than 2 years, especially at least 2 years, that is a green light for me, to say, yes, the move is necessary. The move, is worth the additional aggravation or time to get things sorted. There's another layer involved, and you're talking about mental health. That is incredibly, incredibly important. We don't always take those things seriously. And growing up, our parents didn't have a roadmap how to look at those things and treat those things as real because they were in our brains. And so the support wasn't there if, let's say, we fell off our bike and our knee got banged up. If our knee got banged up, if we were supported, we would get a Band-Aid and some Neosporin, or if it was really bad, we might have to go to a clinic, right? And so with mental health, if it's getting really bad, then we need treatment. And a lot of times the treatment for mental health is removing ourselves from environments that do not support us. So if she can get into a program at the school that takes her away from the normal schedule that she's around, or if we can transfer her to a different school as well. Okay, you're saying this has been happening for exactly 2 years. Okay, so that for me would be pretty confirmation of it's worth the investment to change. Okay, because 8 is the number, like we said, of heavy, hard truths, of us knowing we're seeing something right in front of our face and maybe we can't do things about it. We can just try to work and change. And if it doesn't transform within the 8, or if it doesn't change within the 9 and we're in the 1, we know this isn't good for us. And can we do something different? So, all right. You're saying I'm going to try my best to change schools for September. Let me just kind of. Oh, perfect. Look at that. She's in a year of 1 and she'll be in a month of 1 for September. There you go. That would all be on schedule for the new change, the new her, and the rebirth, starting a new chapter. Beautiful. Yeah, that's just like check, 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 thumbs up. So as a numerologist, I'm saying all systems go. Looks beautiful what you're doing. Looks beautiful. She is also an attitude 9, and attitude 9s as your daughter. It indicates having to grow up at a young age faster than others, or having to deal with things that are heavier. Sometimes your peers don't accept you, or sometimes there's hard parental themes, or family themes. It could just be an overarch with family, other people within the family. So if you can, as a mother, give her 9 so much love, support, grace, understanding, and especially support, oh my gosh, she's going to be ahead of the pack in healing. You're ahead of the pack in healing. How she's able to understand herself and feel safe with you. It's just, these are themes that not every 9 gets with their family. These are themes that people have to make peace with later with their family for, because their family didn't understand them. So if you can do this for your daughter, huge. It will go a long, long way. Your daughter's an old soul, so she really, really is taking this all in at a very high sensitivity level, and I would support the change because of that additionally. So beautiful that you're doing this for her. Excellent. There's also in September for you, It could be connected to the school. But in general, with other things, this year is really good for you, Kim. It's allowing you to break out of your shell and meet new people. And of course, like if your daughter is going to a new school, you'll have a chance to meet new people in that setting too. So I would be open to meeting like kids' moms and making some new connections there. So this is the year of like friendship for people or networking. So it's really good for business. It's also really good socially. It can set up the stage for making really good connections and healing those parts. So that's what is really quickly in store. Let me look what you're saying. You're like, I try so hard with her, seeing you try. Yeah, I can only imagine. Oh my goodness. You're saying, I'm so happy she feels safe, beautiful. I mean, if you can give that to her, then my God. 100% old soul, hypersensitive, absolutely. So yeah, it's good stuff. Seriously. Making this change, it's good stuff. And around October, there's like a nod to updating something within the house or fixing something within the house. And it's up to you, Kim, honestly, but over the next couple of years, you might actually want to, like, again, it might be just a more major repair of the house or even moving, okay? But that is in play. I don't know if you understand that, if that makes sense, but you could find yourself in the next couple of years contemplating even moving, if not radically changing the house. Okay, well, good. If you're on board with that, then in about 2 years, okay? It's going to come into play a little bit more next year, that's for sure, but in the next 2 years. All right. So I'm going to give that to you. Keep me posted. And I love that. Thank heavens. Thank heavens. That's what we have to say about that. So big hugs to you, Kim. Big hugs to you. And your daughter, absolutely. Keep us posted with her changing schools. That's some big, big, good, positive stuff. And I'm going to go to you. Absolutely, Kim. And let me know if you are here right now. And I'm going to pull up your year, or you can type it for me again. Let me see. Oh, all these comments. Can I find it? There you go. I found it. All right. All right. All right. Thank you, Ann. And you're saying general anything? Okay. Well, your attitude 9, personal day 4, and then you're here. Let's do. That's right. So you're a 4. Okay. So, all right. This year, anytime I see like a 9 with somebody, like within their cycle, and so that's what you have going on. This is a year where energy always moves fast, and you're just gonna have to keep up with it. You can choose to go on the wild ride and enjoy it, or you can choose kind of to go, yikes. I want this, I want that, but things don't get done really in a timely manner or a planned manner. 9 is very, it's like Piscean energy. 9 is very otherworldly energy. It's spirit energy. It's transformation energy. So when we have this year, what happens is it's clearing out who we once were and starting to change our identity with what our wants, our dreams, our hopes are. It solidifies them or it changes them. Regardless, you have a review of who you are, and the people around you start acting and treating differently in accordance. Okay, so it's a year of healing too as well. Certain numbers are very healing forward. 9 is very extroverted healing forward, so it allows for conversations with our friends and family for things to be resolved or finalized. It allows for that emotional energy to move. And you might find that people are acting or agreeing in ways that you did not expect. So this is a nice thing about 9. It's almost like they're treating you with new rules and a fresh set of eyes. You'll definitely see that. So I encourage you, Anne, to make some demands of people from your heart. Just be like, I want to be treated like this. It's demands of ourselves. Okay. It's like, I want understanding in this, or I need to talk about this, or I need you to know that. And you'll be surprised that the audience will, again, respond to you in a different way than before. So it ushers in, right, this new vibration of who we're coming to be, and the world truly supports us. It's not an internal just hope. Since the year goes by so fast, I encourage you to make lists. I encourage you to have plans and to be okay with them not going as quickly as you'd like, because again, there's just so much going on. There's also an ode to you even changing, if you can understand this. It's not just like changing what you say and feel, but changing what you'll do. Can you understand this? And that you've actually like started to do things differently with family and close friends. You've like made some major changes. We're like not showing up as much. You're showing up in a different way. There's something about that is like coming out. There's also like a peace and forgiveness element that's really coming in strong. It's almost like loved ones have passed in the recent couple of years, and it's really changed the way that you approach things. You're saying, yes, you understand this. So continuing to forgive others and continuing to forgive yourself for not knowing the things that you know now. There's also like, if you can understand like a small dog, whether you had one in spirit, that you can understand by this, or that you have one now. Can you understand like a terrier dog? That comes in. It's like a dog. It's a brown dog with like longer or unique kind of like hair on the face. So it reminds me of terrier, or like a dog with longer hair on the face. So this would be a smaller dog too as well, possibly. And you can understand, okay, husband, a passing in the last couple of years and changing the way that you do things. Thank you for understanding. This is a year of the forgiveness and the grieving, and this is the year of allowing yourself to have your alone time, if you can understand this. Sometimes within grief, we need others, and sometimes we need alone time. So for you, it's a lot of processing and doing the things that you wanted to do, but in a very slow, protected way. So it's like taking strolls through your favorite areas and processing, thinking, kind of reorganizing the woman you want to be, and allowing yourself to get out, but in that kind of self-contained healing way. And you're saying no for the dog. You don't understand a brown dog or a terrier in spirit, or one you currently have now. Huh. All right. Well, they're showing up for a second. I was going to talk about them. So I'm going to put them on the back burner. If anyone else can understand that. The last thing I'll say is like a wolfhound, because they have like long, kind of scruffy face. Long, kind of scruffy, because I'm seeing the face. Seeing the face, not in the body. So if anyone can take that, brown terrier, wolfhound, or in spirit, just got to put it out there for a second. Okay. Sorry about that, Anne. But if you can understand needing to go for walks and be with yourself and almost have time alone, not needing being overwhelmed with people right now. And that is very important for your healing, and then making time for the people when you're able to. But like journaling, watching old movies, going through old letters, like there is this need for review and contemplation out of all that's happened. And I feel like that's really important. And to really also feel like that is helping and acknowledging that. I also, there's acknowledgement to like praying or a rosary. So just collecting the spiritual side of yourself as well as the healing and grief side, and knowing that you're going to move forward. I'm just encouraging that with like emotionally how I'm feeling with the 9 moving through you. So you can take a brown and white dog. A brown and white dog. Kelly Ann, can you understand a brown terrier? And I'll go to you afterwards. So you can understand a brown and white dog, and I'm just making sure I'm not getting this mixed up with another dog. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm seeing a lot of different dogs now, so it's kind of hard to focus. But can you understand, Anne, that this is a current dog that you have, brown and white? Because you're saying brown and white. She was brown and gray. Okay, I could take that. And you're saying a husky. A husky. Okay, I was definitely not getting a husky, so I must have picked up a different dog. And I'm going to go to Kelly Ann afterwards. But Anne, there's like a feeling of needing the alone time, needing the self-review time, and then taking periods to go out and be with friends, being with loved ones, being with the girls, and making sure that you have time for both, and allowing yourself to remember and process. And so not distracting, and not trying to move away from some of the things that will actually, I feel like if you just give yourself a moment, that you will very quickly kind of move into the emotion and release the emotion. I'm not saying it's going to be gone forever. I just feel like some of these emotions can actually be processed way more quickly than maybe we might think about. So it's important to give yourself that time and that space, and to walk and to contemplate. So that's what comes up. I want to give that to you. You are in a place right now where it's really important that you are outside, moving, walking, being in fresh air. Have fun with it. Mix it up. Yes, mix it up. This is not just do one thing and commit to it, and that's the way that you're going to heal. But I just feel like getting out of the house is really important right now, even if it's just for yourself to process with this side that I'm kind of encouraging. Okay, so I'm going to give that to you. Thank you so much, and happy birthday. I'm really sorry for your loss too as well. And you're saying it was 9 years, the husky? I'm not sure. It was 9 years. The husky. I'm not sure about the husky. Not sure about the husky. Just seeing. You're saying 9 years husband. So, okay, that confused me up top when I was saying there's recently been a passing. You mentioned your husband. Okay. No worries. That happens with comments sometimes. So can you understand? So I'm referencing like a loss that happened within the last couple of years. Can you understand the end so I can connect what I was saying? I just want to make sure that earlier we connected what I was saying prior. So Anne, can you understand a passing around in the last 2-3 years? And you're saying yes. Okay, got it. So this is what is connected to letting a part of yourself like go and heal and having memories and having I feel like if you can understand this is connected to like a contemporary as well. So this is somebody who is either a friend or like a family member of a similar age. Can you understand this? In the past 3 years, the one that you're thinking of, the person you're thinking of? I'm just gonna let you. You're saying brother. Okay, someone. So were you close to your brother? Someone of a similar age, contemporary. Thank you for understanding. Can you understand him having the dog? Honestly, I just feel like that's important to ask. Anyway, so you can understand the contemporary, someone of similar age. I feel like I keep wanting to talk about movies, TV shows. I keep wanting to talk about like reviewing the old days. And like looking back how things once were. And I feel like that's really the dog thing. We can't pinpoint the dog thing. It's okay. But with your brother, like I really feel like it's important to review the old days and to make peace with those things. I feel like there's a lot of good that needs to be remembered. I feel like there are a lot of good times that need to be highlighted, and that's the part I actually think that there's relevance with the journaling and like the praying and asking like your brother to come close, or I think sometimes he does come close, like you can sense he's around, and to journal those times and to really connect the dots. Because I feel like can you understand like you've been having like there's been flickering with lights like in your house lately, and there's been flickering lights. You can it could be the bathroom, but I just feel like there's a nod to flickering lights, and I feel like I feel like your brother, thank you for understanding. I feel like your brother was one to like make you laugh and try to get your attention. And he's doing that within spirit right now. And he's encouraging you to realize that he's around and encouraging you to realize how everything is connected and we get to make the choices of our lives. So he's like kind of like pushing you out of your shell and out of your comfort. So he gives you a lot of love. I keep seeing like this red flower. I'm not sure what that is. I'll just be honest with you. I'm not sure what that is, just like the dog. I was like, I don't know where this lands, but we'll try it. And I just feel like he gives a lot of love. He gives a lot of love and he wants you to laugh. And so if you can go to a show in honor of him, and he'll be right there in the seat in spirit watching with you. I'm going to give love to you and a love from your brother. And I'm going to say happy birthday to you as well as he says to you as well. Happy birthday. And I'm going to love and leave you with that. Thank you so much, Anne. Okay. I'm going to go to you, Kelly Ann. We have another little Ann connection from Ann to Ann, but this time a Kelly. You're saying you have a terrier in spirit, and she was 25 pounds, and her name was Crystal. And you could take the brown and the gray, because I was like, oh, is this like a wolfhound if it's not a terrier? So thank you for understanding the colors. Absolutely. Thank you, Anne. Thank you for working with me, Anne. I appreciate it. I feel like I'm very stubborn. Can you understand how Crystal was stubborn? Can you understand how she's stubborn but like quite excited? So this was like an excitable dog and would let you know it. So like very vocal, very vocal. Hello, everyone coming on in. So I want to say hello to Ashley Page. Hello. Hey, Nancy. Nancy's in the house. Hello, Maria. Hello, Ariel. Hello. Thank you, everybody, for coming on in. So, okay. I feel like Crystal was very vocal. So, like, very serious, but very vocal. So it's like, when I tell you something, I want you to pay attention. So, like Crystal would repeat herself until you got the attention. And because this was someone who was like a little bit of an old soul diva, if you can understand that. So she's going to tell you. And right, like, I'm going to tell you. But this was also, if you can understand this Crystal, since she has this old soul kind of diva kind of feeling, there's times where she was very regal and she would just stare at you. And so it's not like she was super hyper all the time. I just want to acknowledge that she very much could be like, whoa, and here I go, and here I go. Okay, so you can understand these different sides to her. Thank you for understanding that. I don't know what this is. All of a sudden she flashed me like pink. Like one time her collar was pink, but that got changed. I can't tell if that was like, I don't know if it stayed pink or it was once pink and then changed. It might have been once pink and changed. And she was okay. This is going to sound really weird. She was okay. Can you understand that the pink changed? Let me know if you know that. She's saying she was okay with being an enigma. She was okay with like people not inquiring if she was a girl all the time. She liked her space. That sounds really weird, but that's what I feel like. I feel like she was very excitable, but she didn't always want to like meet people. Again, she liked her space. She liked to observe. When she's excited, she was excited. But she liked her space, liked to observe. So she liked to be more under the radar. Okay? So you're saying she did have a pink collar, but can you understand how it changed? So thank you for understanding the pink color, but did it change to like brown or black? And tell me if I'm getting this right. So you understand the pink collar, but was it brown or black before, or did it change? Like let me know if you know that before or after piece, okay? Because I just feel like that's important to talk about. I'm just going to give a moment with that. I also feel like if you can understand this too, I had to change my food a couple of times because I would let you know if I didn't like something. So again, this is a little girl who knows what she wants. Um, Such a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. I feel like she was there to calm you down. Sometimes she'd pick up your energy. This is someone who's like this dog is very multifaceted. So there's times where she had anxiety too, but then she would also calm you down. Okay, so she had the capacity to feel because she was like an empath, where she'd pick a lot of things up, and you would see that in her. But she also had the also energy to come and comfort you when you were going through anxiety yourself. And you're a kid. You're saying I was a kid when we had her and we had to move and surrender her. So I don't know if her color changed. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay. So sorry to hear that. I feel like she would comfort you if you can understand this. She would pick up on your energy and comfort you, even if it's in relation to you being a child, though. She was a comfort to me when I was a kid. I feel like she would come over and like lick your face and she would sniff your chest. And that is one way that she would calm you down and give you love. I feel like, can you understand that you used to wear bracelets and she used to play with your bracelet or nuzzle your bracelet when you were a child? You're saying yes to some of these things. I feel like when you moved, she wasn't a puppy. She wasn't young herself. I feel like she would have been a little bit older when you moved, if you can understand this. I keep hearing the number 8, so it could have been 8 when you moved, or she could have been 8. But there is a connection to the number 8 when the move happened. He said, my childhood was so crazy. I had to grow up fast. My sister had the bracelet. Okay. And can you understand that your dog Crystal would play with her bracelet? I just feel like there's charms on it. Thank you for understanding that she was older. Thank you. I feel like, yeah, she was really confused by the change, just like you were. So there was a lot of things within the family that wasn't supporting safe transitions, and so that made definitely an echo of needing to further heal. Can you understand like playing hopscotch, like when you were a kid, when Crystal was around? So Crystal used to watch you play hopscotch. It could be with you and your sister. Okay, you can understand your sister having beads. Okay. I just feel like you played with Crystal in the front a lot. So like driveway, sidewalk, Crystal would be out like in the front with you when you were younger. You said, I did that all the time. Yes, she could see us and hear us. Okay. And I just feel like, again, Crystal was quite wise beyond her years. And she's coming in to say thank you for understanding the front yard. Thank you. And the sidewalk. She's coming in and saying thank you for being kind to her and for getting to know her, because a lot of people were busy and then always didn't have time to play with her or to spend time with her. I feel like, right, you talked about moving, but I feel like the home life environment was a lot of not always. I feel like she had a dog bed, so there was a place for her. I feel like she was a part of the family. She felt that, but you definitely gave her extra attention and talked with her. I feel like you would talk with her a lot. And it's like you had your own understanding of how her personality was, and she appreciated you. So she's saying, thank you for taking the time to be with her. And thank you for taking the time to ask about her, because I feel like you like really advocated for her. Like you would tell your parents things about her. And she felt like you were a champion for her, even though you were very small. And so she really wants to say thank you. You're saying, yes, I did that all the time. She could see us. Scott. Oh, I better be clicking comments. I'm not clicking comments at all. And you're saying, yes, she had a dog bed and I washed her and cared for her. Thank you. Thank you. She wants to say how proud she is. Can you understand? Like, she's saying something about being a mom. So she's referring to you being a mom, or she's referring to you caretaking and looking out for others. But she admires your maternal energy. I'm going to say that. She admires the way you look out for others because she felt safe with you. And like, you have the power to make other people feel safe. You have to come back into understanding that and believing that. But you have the power to make people feel comfortable and safe. And she wants you to remember her and think about the feelings of love that you two shared between each other, and think about her whenever you don't feel safe to help get you stronger. She had a litter. Thank you for understanding. That's the maternal feeling. She's talking about you, though. She's talking about like, because she was talking about she's a mom, but she's talking about like you're a mom, or you have that energy to care and look after others, because she's talking about how you're the same. Thank you for understanding that. Thank you. So she's talking about how she's proud of you. And she's talking about how yeah, it's really interesting. She wants you to keep thinking about her with making some tough decisions with being a mom, because it's like she looked out for her babies, and she's like, you need to look out for your babies. It's a strength that us moms have. And use your heart and don't forget who you are. And don't change that for anybody. Don't forget who you are. Use your heart. And she wants you to think about her to give you strength. That's just what I keep getting. Like, we're moms, and she wants you to think about her to help give you that, because it's a feeling, that's not a saying. And that's like, her coming in will give you that feeling you need. Saying, I love her so much. What a gift she came today. Absolutely. I'm a mom and a nanny. Beautiful. Both of you are nurturing and kind. And I just really want to thank Crystal for coming in today. What a sweetheart. What a gentle soul. And she's with you, still guiding you. So please think about her, and she's going to come in and continue to give you messages. Okay. I also think there's like a 3-leaf clover It could be connected to Crystal. It could be connected to you, but one of your signs, if you don't already have the sign, is a 3-leaf clover that will appear to give you confirmation on something. So I just want to give that to you for a second too. That will drop on in. Keep me posted on that. And I want to thank again Crystal, and thank you, Kelly, for receiving that message. All right, everybody. I'm going to say love for now. I will be back on Friday. Thank you for helping me get into the swing of things. Oh, you have a 3-leaf on your door. Okay. So it's one of your signs. Got it. I feel like you're going to see another one though. So it's your sign then. I feel like another one. It could be all of a sudden someone's wearing a sweater of a 3-leaf clover. It could be one drops on the sidewalk. It could be you see a painting or a picture, but another one's going to appear to give you confirmation. So thank you for understanding that. I'm going to give you a lot of love, and everybody, please have a good rest of your Wednesday the 13th. Thank you for coming on by. Thank you, Jennifer, always for your good vibes, Jennifer McCormick. And thank you, Ariel, for your kind comments. Today, I did not click the comments effectively or show all the comments of all you guys talking to one another. It's almost like I'm getting my bearings back this week. It's true. Some weeks are like that. So thank you for helping me get my bearings back. And I'm getting back into the swing of things gently. Please go with love, light, and luck, everybody. And don't forget to live. I will see you on Friday. Take care. Bye.